Welcome. Welcome.
Hello. Now you can talk.
So it got to be under your control. That's what I'm saying.
Now you can talk.
Now this is what he do. You got to be in control of everything.
Hey, you gotta understand. You just blast the music and everything. You know what I'm saying? I understand. See, that's X talking to it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's low enough.
Now stop being greedy. Stop being greedy, man.
He's long enough to run.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
talk now.
I scraped the plate.
But all right, let's get this thing started. All right, but let's just have a quick moment of silence for Mr. DMX. He passed this morning, so let's just take a quick moment of silence. All right, rest in peace, DMX.
Yes, sir. Rest in peace.
Rest in
Dog.
peace. Bless his soul.
All right, but on a happy note right now, y'all, we have a Camden legend in the building. You know,
But we have to open the show first, like Sydney always forgets. This is Pushway Podcast. Myself, original underscore gentleman.
You just talked about that.
82. You know what I'm saying? This is why I let him open up the show. This is why I don't let him open up the show. This is why. Oh, this is right here.
He want me to go.
Can I get to that?
See, you know, the only thing he know me for is going. Like, that nigga gonna go. I'm wanting him to just go.
You
Fuck
got
all
to
that.
open up the show before you introduce the guest?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You might introduce the guest. How about I introduce the guest right now? Come on, man.
And then say we're here at Pushboy Podcast.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
Right,
You done the right?
No, I'm not. I got a lot more.
Can I put the shot on this man now?
Go ahead, put the shot on.
You know, you want to take the spotlight all the time. All right, we have a guest today. All right, let's go back.
Love, baby. It's all love, baby.
All right,
I'm family. You got family in here
we
today,
have a
baby.
special guest in the building. Okay, Camden legend Aron Stevens. All right, this man is literally building the city, building up the city. All right, I've seen him do 2 major projects. He's working on Camden High. I don't know if that's completed yet, but I have seen him working on Camden High, literally building it up. Then he was down on the waterfront, also building up the building. I've seen him taking pictures on top of the roof. And I'm like, damn, he up there just chilling. Like, I'll be up there kind of scared.
Yeah.
But he just up there like, whatever, I'm at the top right now.
Yeah.
You know? He's a serial entrepreneur, personal trainer, artist. He owned a smoothie spot called Supreme Smoothies.
Still on. Yep.
Still owns Supreme Smoothies. And now, you know, he's a CEO and creating his own record label called Bold Entertainment. So we're very happy to have you on the show, Mr. Aron Stevens.
Thank you for having me. You know, this is very special to me to sit in front of you guys. You know, this is y'all personal friends of mine. You know, but this is a very serious movement for me, and I want the whole city to understand where I'm coming from, what I'm doing. This is all about the city. This is all about raising the awareness of Camden. You know, my slogan is, you know, the company is, let me introduce the company to y'all first. It's called Bold Entertainment, Camden Assassins. And the reason why I called it that is because I had 2 major guys that was in my life, like my nephews. You know, they was my nephews and, you know, they was, you know, killed. You know, and you know that's what the whole movement is about. I want to stop all this, you know, young kids getting killed for no reason. You know, guys manipulating them like I was manipulated. You understand what I'm saying?
John, give him another pass.
Right, exactly. Give them another path, or but just exploit the other talents in Camden. Like we just don't play basketball.
Yeah.
You know, we got guys that can sing, that can rap. We got artists that can draw.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? We got artists that can do anything. You know, like, and we just like, it come from me just dealing with the pain. Assassination come from one of my nephews got killed. They hit him 21 times. He was 21 years old. You know, which was one of my best friends, and we was real close. And another nephew, we was close, real close. You know, he got stabbed up, you know, in prison, you know, after he gave his time back, you know, because I guess if the Supreme Court understands that this child was innocent and he was only trying to save his life, you know, he gave his time back because of self-defense in Louisiana, which is where I'm from. You know, I was born in Camden, Our Lady of Lourdes, but before I even turned like 1 year old, I moved to Louisiana. I came back at 12.
Okay.
So that's where that Alou comes from, you know. A lot of cats was calling me Lou for a while, you know, or Louisiana, you know, but then when I got to a certain school, they couldn't put that whole name on the back of my shirt, which was Morgan. So they just made it for short, Alou. So that's been my name ever since. So that's where that comes from. I really lived in Louisiana. Slidell, I never seen a bus until I came to Camden. Like I had to walk everywhere.
Is it Slidell?
Slidell, Louisiana, Baton Rouge. You know, I lived in Baton Rouge. I lived in New Orleans. You know, and
How'd you like it?
the experience was, they gave, one thing about Louisiana, they give you a lot of hunger.
Yeah.
Louisiana gonna give you something that I don't think another state can give you. You know, they're gonna give you a hunger. They're gonna give you a focused ambition, which is what you guys got. Which is probably one of the reasons why we all of a sudden sat here together, because, you know, I come from the same thing that y'all focused on. But, you know, Louisiana, man, it was a struggle, man. It was rough for me. I almost died. You know, I got hit by a car. You know, I almost lost my leg. You know, my mom called the church, you know, to the hospital. The doctor came and told my mom, like, look, we're gonna take your son's leg off. You know, she called the church and they came over and prayed over me. This is why I believe in God to this day. You know, they prayed over me for like 24 hours. Then next thing you know, like I woke up the next day and there was a doctor that called in from out of state that said that I could fix your son's leg. So, you know, you never would have seen Alou play ball if it wasn't for this doctor. But first of all, if it wasn't for these prayers from that church, you know, from my mom telling, you know, she started crying and she told the doctors, like, look, wait, you know, let me pray over him first before y'all, you know, take his leg. Because my leg was dismembered from my body. You know, you might not, you probably can't even picture me like that right now, but I was only like 10 years old. And, you know, my mom told me, like, don't go on the street. And I went straight in the street. I got hit like the second day after Christmas. You know, that's why like Christmas is like a bad thing for me. Like I always been the Grinch ever since, like in the family. I've been the Grinch since Christmas, like every since, you know what I mean? Because like everything that I used to get came from like welfare. So the bikes that I used to get came from another family or from somebody donating it. But you know, everything I used to get came from welfare or, you know, like subsidized assistance. You know, that's just how I was raised, you know, so.
What was one of the biggest things you took from Louisiana?
One of the biggest things I took from Louisiana is no matter what you go through, no matter what you face through. yo.
That's that zone. That's that zone.
Yeah. Yo, one of the.
I'm gonna ask a question.
Go ahead.
What did you bring from Louisiana? Growing up in Louisiana, what did you bring when you moved to Camden? Like something you learned. What I
learned from Louisiana and what I try to instill in anybody that I come around is that never take no for an answer, and no matter what, even when you fall, just get back up.
No limit soldier.
You know what I'm saying? Them no limit cats, like them no limit dudes, like that is really in our blood. Like no limit, it's no limit. And then that no limit soldier stuff is no limit to your success. It's like it's nothing that you can do to stop your success, no matter how high that you think you want to go. You can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where no limit soldiers come from in Louisiana. It's like it's no limit to what you can do. It's nothing that you possibly can't do. Nothing. It's nothing that you possibly can't do. So when I first came to Camden, I fell in love with Camden because I felt that same strength. It wasn't even about the energy. It was just about the strength in certain individuals that I was around. You know what I'm saying? So when I really got a chance to really show who I was, which was basketball. Like I started off skateboarding. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like Lil Wayne skateboarding, like that's what we do in Louisiana. Like we build our own ramps, Like I had a guy named Tyler who taught me how to skateboard, and I was really like a punk rocker. Like, so that's why I'm like, I'm in the colors. I'm an artist for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, skateboarders are artists. They're very intelligent, they're very smart, they can build anything, and that's what I'm doing now. Like, you know, I'm building buildings. You know, and I started from building my own ramps, from skateboarding in Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? So, that was the first sport I ever played, skateboarding. You know, I was jumping off of buildings, I was jumping on buildings. You know, I haven't did it in a while. Yeah. I haven't did it in a while. But you know, like, yo, one thing about Louisiana, man, like it's so much opportunity to express who you are. But, you know, it was just one time I really felt like this really wasn't the place for me. You know, I was in school, you know, and it's like a touchy-feely, serious situation for me. I was in class, you know, I was like in the second grade, and I asked my teacher what a word was. You know, I asked my teacher, I said, what's this word? I called her, I raised my hand and everything, you know, respectfully, as a child supposed to do in class, and I said, what's this word? So she came back there and she said, you don't need to learn the words. Where you going, you ain't gonna have to learn how to read.
Wow.
So that was like my first time I ever felt racism. You know what I'm saying? So like racism in Louisiana is deep. It's real deep. But that Southern hospitality is deep too.
Yeah.
So it'll really mess you up. You know, you got the hood showing you love, but then when you go to school and you got teachers, they might be Caucasian, and they telling you don't need to know a word. For what? You're going, like, basically telling me I'm gonna live in a prison for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Then I wound up in prison. You know what I mean? I wound up in prison just for making bad choices. You know, I had cops, like, it was times I didn't eat for like weeks at a time because they was just testing my strength. You know, cops used to spit in my food. You know, I used to wake up, they used to be like, good morning, Mr. Stevens, bring me my plate. You know, hog spit in my food, give me my plate. You know, just because I was just a black child and they wanted to break me, you know what I mean? But I didn't allow them to break me. First of all, because I came from Louisiana, then Camden is all in me now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm unbreakable. There's nothing you could do to break me, you know what I'm saying?
So we'll put that, go ahead, my bad, sir.
Yeah, Duran, can I ask a question now?
Yo,
You asked 13 questions.
You gotta know how to move, man. You gotta know how to move, man.
It turns into the Duran show sometimes.
What do you have over there, Mike?
But now, my question is, since you started talking about the time in prison.
Sit.
See?
Go.
Control.
You'll learn.
But okay, so you mentioned your time in prison. So what's the biggest lesson you took from that?
Well, the biggest lesson I learned from prison was from a Muslim guy, old head, and a 5%er. They both told me to shut up. They both said, you run your mouth too much. You too smart to be talking like that. Like, the 5%er literally smacked me. Pow! He was my cellmate. Like you talk too much. Like, you're too intelligent to let everybody know what's on your mind. He told me, hey, stop letting people know exactly what's on your mind. You too intelligent for that. You know what I'm saying? He said, you need to start thinking outside the block. So if you think outside the box, nobody would ever be able to touch you. And then I had a Muslim guy come to me and say, you have traits of a leader of a country. You know, this is what a guy told me in prison. And I was in lockup at the time. Like, you know, I was locked down. I had like a 364. I wasn't gonna see daylight for like a year. And he told me, like, you know, like he started giving me literature from like the black revolutionaries and stuff. And he said, just start reading this stuff. You know, read this, because at the end of the day, like, I don't want to see you in here with me no more. Like, I got life. And I don't think you even belong in here. Like, you don't belong in here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna give you things that's gonna keep you out of here. and they start giving me literature, like on the Black Panther Party, on you know, just our history, you know, flat out, self-awareness, and you know, just for me to be aware of who I am and where I come from and everything. So that really changed my life. It was 2 dudes, man. It was just them 2 guys that snatched me up when I was locked up. And once I met those guys, I never stopped reading. Like I never kept my head out of a book ever since I met them. So
that's why I didn't teach anyone to show you them words.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, she knew. She seen my strength. She seen my strength.
She's like, oh, he gonna be a smart one.
Exactly.
I don't need that.
Yeah, she said, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
You need to know it's jail, nigga.
Yeah,
only word.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know, this is the thing. It's never a wrong answer to ask. When is there ever a wrong answer to ask? It's never a wrong answer to ask. You know. So. You know, when I learned that later on down in life and I started thinking about this teacher, it was just like, you know, I look at her as motivation too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Have
you know what I mean?
Around with a teacher?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think we all have.
She told me I wasn't graduating.
Exactly.
She told you to graduate.
Yeah, she said you were never graduated.
Are you
I said,
serious?
you telling me? You see my appointment? I said, I'm out of here, guys.
So I had a teacher one time, right? The eclipse was happening, right?
Yo, so you and the moon, man.
I love the moon. I like got the telescope. I'm always looking up there.
Yeah.
So the eclipse was happening. Solar eclipse was happening. So I asked the teacher, so when's the next one going to happen? She said, in about 20 years, but you don't need to worry about that because you'll probably be dead.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
That's serious.
Yeah. That's what she said.
That's serious.
I was 10 years old.
Yo, say her name.
That's serious.
Hey, what is her name?
I forgot.
That's serious.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
She wasn't important.
But it's a shame
It's
how
wild though. Yeah.
the thing that really gets me
Future killers, man.
ticked off is how they count us out when we a child. You don't even give us an opportunity. You're not even trying to point us in the right direction. You sending me down this road, you know, that somebody done manipulated you to tell us, you know, what road to go down. You know, that's the shit that.
And the crazy thing for me, it was a black woman.
Yeah.
My teacher was too.
Mine was a white woman.
Yeah, she was just straight down.
She was a white woman, you know, but all white women is not like that.
Nah.
You know, all white men is not like that. I work around all of them, man.
That can put that in your mind.
That can, as a child,
like
you think that I'm fucking 12, 11 years old. I'm now. That's it. I don't know nothing. I'm like, oh, all right then, because my teacher always gonna tell me the right thing.
Right.
That's your second parent is your teacher. You know, you having problems at home, you go to your parent. You go to your teacher. You feel me? That's it. There's nobody else really to run to.
You the cool back question, sis?
Sure, go ahead. That was my word association after that.
He give you a little bit of control. So where did the artist bug come in? Where did you create it?
Well, the artist bug came in, I was like around 13, 14. I used to always write with Javi. Javi's the leader of ROTS from downtown. It's a rap group.
Okay.
And me and Hav was one of the leaders at one time. Hav like really wanted me to like be with him and on this because I used to write with him and rap with him in the room. We used to just lock in. But you know, the street started talking to me, and you know, I was starving, and I ran to the streets a little bit, and I left Hav right there, you know. But Hav kept going, which is Lou's brother. You know, everybody know Lou. Lou is my boy. But Javi Davi was the one who really introduced rap to me when I was young, and then he started teaching me how to write. He started teaching me. So I started writing, I started rapping, and he told me I had it. And I never really listened to him. And then, you know, just last year I said, I'm gonna tap into that artist. You know, I just started writing down my goals and said, I'm gonna tap into my artist next year and see if I still got it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna tap into that. But I'd rather tap into it and give it away, you know, at the age I am. So I'm gonna give it all to my nephews and, you know, just let them shine, you know, let them be who they wanna be, you know, in this world, you know, because, you know, I made certain decisions. So, you know, it holds a lot of decisions back. You know, that's what people don't understand. You make a decision, it might hold another decision back. You know what I mean? It's not even like you might lose an opportunity. It might hold another decision back just because you chose this decision to go this way. You feel me? people don't even understand that. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't.
That's deep. You know what I mean? So that's my focus. Like, look, whatever's in me, I'm gonna give to them, and let them take that and do what they need to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And take over. Because at the end of the day, if I would have stayed focused, I could have took over a long time ago. You know, that's just what's in my mind. You know what I mean? But
that wasn't your purpose.
that wasn't my purpose then. You know, but my purpose now is to give it to them. Is to give it to them. You know, maybe it wasn't for me to go there and be in that light. So I'm cool with that. So if I could put somebody else in that light, which is them, and let them live their dream, I'll feel the same dream by letting them live their dream. You know?
Shine a light on somebody else.
Yeah, you shine a light on them, you know, you cool, you happy within yourself. Because the only happiness is inside. You can put on a killer outfit all you want. But if you ain't happy inside, you ain't nothing.
You ain't nothing.
You ain't nothing.
You ever been mad as hell trying to get drunk? It
It don't
don't work.
work. It don't work. It do not work because you can't even talk to nobody right. You can't go nowhere else. You know what I mean? You gotta work it out.
Yeah.
You gotta work it out. It ain't like you be like, I'm about to leave this joint, man. She. Nah, that ain't gonna work.
Gotta work through it.
Yeah, work through it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I've been doing all these years is just working through it, man.
So you know, there you go. Boom. Go ahead.
All right, I was about to thank you, Ron. I appreciate your permission for me to
Hold
talk.
on 1 second. Now.
All right, so we're gonna do some word association.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say.
No, seriously.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yo,
That's how you know you have the power. They have to listen to you.
you got here in front of the computer, so I
Yeah, I know. You can't say nothing. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say 2 words, right? And you have to finish the sentence for me.
Okay.
All right. Love is.
Love is manipulated 75% of the time, but love is 100% true 25% of the time when it comes from people, because people have the ability to change faces, and they can really try to pretend like they somebody and they really not. So you really gotta pay attention to that love. Love is an action word. Like, I never really paid attention to that word because, I was neglected as a child. I never seen my father. I deal with that love and I deal with neglection, every day. People don't know that. But, I never seen my father's face before. And, that really hurt me at one time. But when I got over it, and it was a young age when I got over it. I talked to my Aunt Nuki about it, and she really raised me up, about that. And and I'm like, if I was to ever write a book, that would be the name of the book, Rejected at Birth. That would be the book that I would come out with. You know what I'm saying? So, I just feel as though that, I always asked why, and then, my aunt came to me, she said, stop asking why, you know what I mean? Just start focusing on the reason why you're here. You know what I'm saying? You're a jewel. You feel me? She told me from the rip, you're a jewel. The reason you here is way more bigger than who he was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you stop thinking about who this motherfucker was. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times we can get over something, but we didn't work through it.
Yeah, work through it. It was bothering me.
You got over it, but it's not handled.
Yeah, it's not handled, so it was bothering me till I got to a certain age. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that love really, like, it messes with me a lot. Because then it was like, it was a cast that I loved that sent me to jail. That took the stand on me and sent me to jail. And I love you. I did everything in my power to make sure you good and your family good.
Yeah.
So how could you wake up one day and just turn your back on me and just say, you know what I'm saying? Just, like, you feel me? So it's like love fucked with me for a long, long time. So love, I think, is 100% right 75% of the time. Because it's an action word.
And that's a hell of a statement.
It's not a word that you could just take like that. Like I love you, boo. You know how females be. I love you. I hear you. I had a female crying in my face the other day. This is real live footage. No, I can't cap.
Yeah.
I can't cap. I'm telling you, I had a female and she knows who she is, so she see this, you know, she was crying in my face about her feelings for me. And, you know, but the coldness that's in me, like, you know, it was just like, you know, I hear you, but I don't feel you.
Yeah. So you only got 75% of it.
I only have 75% of it. You know, because at the end of the day, from my experience, I ain't lying to you. From the people that I thought was supposed to love me, never loved me. So you gotta understand what I'm dealing with. You break through them barriers, then you good to go.
So your issue isn't with love, it's with deceit.
Yes.
Because you thought people would love you.
No. It's not with deceit and it's not with love. My thing is, you can get through those barriers because I forgave my father for not ever showing up. So you can get through those barriers, but at the end of the day, you need to know what I'm dealing with before you even try to come get in those barriers. I'm dealing with a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of cats that, you know, for Christmas, my dad got me this, my dad got me that, or my dad coming home, my dad was locked up, he coming home, you know, and I always had in the back of my head, like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, I wish I even had that. So you blessed. That's nigga, you blessed. You don't even understand how blessed you is. I heard cats talk down on their dad that they just seen. And I used to tell them niggas like, yo, you blessed though, bro. Like, you know who your dad is. I never told him like I know.
You don't know how good you have it until it's
you don't know how good you had it, but then at the end of the day, then it's like maybe God was protecting me from him. Because a lot of fathers that molest their daughters, molest their sons, molest their nephews, molest everything. So I say, because I always feel as though I've been protected anyway. So I think maybe God, Allah, whoever you call him, I call him Allah, protected me from him. Maybe he wasn't right for me. And he always protect me. If anything ain't right, he send that shit away. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel about love.
That was just one? That was just one?
We should write a song about that.
Okay.
Love is.
Love is. Write that down, y'all.
Sid gonna want
love
credit.
is.
Sid gonna want credit.
I know, Sid, I know. He gonna be Sid gonna be the first to pop that shit.
Hate is.
Hate? Hate comes from. We recording right now?
Yeah.
You really want to hear this?
It's live.
You really want to hear this? Okay. Hate is self-induced pressure on yourself. Hate only can come from inside somebody's body. It's nothing that another man can do to you to make you hate him. Period. It's nothing that I can do to make you hate me. You can only hate me from how you feel about yourself on the inside. Hate is nothing that you can go grab. You cannot be taught that. You can be taught hate. Don't quote me on that. You can be taught hate. But at the end of the day, when you taught it, that means now it's inside you. Like when I first started. Hate comes completely from inside every human being. And you can only create it. It's nothing that you're born with. You understand what I'm saying, bro? Hate, you cannot be born with hate in your life. Babies are the most precious, the most happy, and most respect. They respect you. They look forward to seeing you. They give you that respect. They smile, and that's who we are. So when that hate starts to come, that's from manipulation from somebody else. So somebody else is gonna put hate inside of you and make you treat people with that hate. You understand what I'm saying? Hate is self-induced. It's only created inside your own body. Nobody can tell you, nobody's born with hate in their body. Not one human being. You got people that don't like black people. You got people that don't like white people. You got people that don't like Mexicans. You got people that don't like Spanish people. Me, I like every human being God ever created because I know that it's only one, and I know where everybody is coming from. The fruit is God.
It's different. It's a lot of levels of hate.
Yeah, there's a lot of levels of hate. But at the end of the day, though, hate comes from inside. I cannot wake up, like you wake up one day and you hate me, that's because of what you dealing with inside your body and in your brain. Because there's nothing that a man can do outside his body to make you hate him. It's nothing he can do. It's nothing. You have to hate yourself first before you can hate somebody else.
Cause I'm sitting here trying to, I'm like, yo, you need to delete this recorder right now. I hate your ass.
Like, yo, like seriously, like it's nothing nobody can do. Yo, it's nothing nobody can do outside that can make you hate somebody. That's gonna come from inside you. You gonna wake up one day, man, I don't like him. Look what he got on. Oh, he think he look nice. Oh, he think he fresh. Oh, he dressed better than me. Why would you even give him that?
Yeah.
Don't even give him that. Just what you do is you go get fresh, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So you just, focus on yourself more. And if cats focus on their dreams and their ambitions, focused ambition, which is what all this ever going to be about. It's nothing else can come out of focused ambition but greatness. If cats do that, then it'll be a better world.
Yes, sir.
Because, you feel me?
Oh, we gonna one more. Yeah, one more. I had to drop that right there.
All right, one more.
I am a black man living in America in this whirlwind of hate, jealousy, confusion, inner city, poverty. It's a lot of, you won't even understand. You got people who's jealous of the poverty that we live in because of the strength that comes out of the poverty that we live in. I am somebody from Camden, born and raised, and I love everything about Camden. I love everything that I stand for. I stand for equality. I stand for peace. I stand for betterment. I stand for ambition, focused ambition, which is what you guys stand for, and I stand for everything that can come out of you that's going to produce some type of greatness. That's everything I stand for. And then my whole thing is I try to pull that out of people whenever I'm around people. Like if you ever played on my team with me, or if you ever played with me, you would know that, A about to come say something to me and make me go off, And that's one thing I used to always do is try to get everybody focused, get everybody ready, turn them into this, turn them into that. You know what I'm saying? A motivator. I'm a leader. I'm a natural leader. I'm a naturally born leader. I've been leading my family since I was a kid. I've been hustling since I was 10. I've been taking care of my little sisters and brothers, well, big sisters and little sisters since I was 10. I was raking yards and making $3 a day, just to feed my little sisters and my big sisters and my brother. I always did things like that.
So you being that leader, was it natural for you to come with this bold entertainment?
Well, the bold entertainment came, I kept speaking it into existence. Camden Assassins. That came into existence from pain. From a lot of hurt, a lot of hurt. That's where this comes from.
That's where it comes from, but the leadership skills is what you need.
The leadership skills is what I need. So it just comes from I'm just sick and tired of precious kids from Camden getting ignored, getting people not even paying attention to these guys, and they're just 100% pure talent. You go right over Philly and grab me or grab all these other guys. Then you'll come back and go completely over Camden and grab Fatty Wop and Norton and Patterson. It's like, when are you gonna look at Camden? This is what I wanna know. What makes you not even look at Camden? That's the most serious question I have, not only for New Jersey, for America. Why do y'all not just even look or come and be just think, let's see if we can find some talent in Camden, New Jersey.
I don't feel like they think they have to.
And that's sad.
Cause they we can go post up in Philly, they come to right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's sad. You know what I'm saying? That's sad because at the end of the day, it's talent. We don't just play basketball and football. We have artists who can really draw. We have guys who really can rap. We have guys who really can sing. We got lawyers, doctors, policemen, people that could work in the state capitol. You might even have the next fucking president from Camden. That's how intelligent our kids are. Because I know this shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop a child from Camden. There's nothing that can stop them. Nothing. Once you put their head, their mind to it, and you direct them that way, it's nothing that can stop them, bro. It's nothing. You can't stop a child from Camden.
They raped the city of all the things that was pushing kids that way. They took away all city band. You used to be able to go to places.
I was in a band
and learn all kind of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All city band got taken away.
Yeah.
Like the arts, the School of Arts, is that still up?
Yep.
I think they moving that into Camden High, right?
Yeah.
But it's just we need more in the city to keep these kids motivated.
Yes. You know what I mean? Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
So I appreciate what you're doing, brother.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
You know what I mean?
Thank you. And I'm gonna continue to do it.
You better.
Man, I ain't stopping.
You better. We gonna hold you accountable.
I ain't stopping.
One last point.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. When I was reading your bio, I know you talked about your nephew, and I'm just going to use this as an example of, in tragedy sometimes that can change the trajectory of your life. In tragedy, sometimes a lot of positive comes out of it. All right. So you talked about your nephew who was 21 and where he was shot 21 times. So when I saw that, I said, let me look at the number 21. What is that? Why did the number pop twice back to back like that? So I'm just going to read this to you. All right, what the number 21 is. All right. The number 21 is symbolic of success, completion, and fulfillment of desires. When the number 21 appears in numerology chart as your birth number, there are no negative connotations. It promises a life of fulfillment, triumph, and victory. Now, that happened to your nephew. You saw that. 21. You mentioned it twice in your bio. 21. And I think that number popping up and seeing that happening to you, and now where you are now, you took that tragedy and you turned it now into something very, very positive. And I think that what you're doing also with because I know you mentioned assassins in your bio too, about them being assassinated. You took that, assassins, and now you're going to use that word, that tragedy, to bring light, to possibly save thousands of kids here in the city of Camden.
You got my vision.
So you have that vision, but based on that tragedy that happened, it was able to push you probably more in that direction towards your purpose.
Really, it wasn't. It was his death, but it was another death of my other nephew, Billy. They sent him to me, from prison. They stabbed him up, and I took that. That one was the reason that hurt me so bad was because come on, man, he paying his debt to society. Then he gave his time back. He doing everything the right way. He 100%. And then they kidnapped him. There's cats that kidnapped him and tried to kill him, and he saved his own life. Then he gave his time back because the judge seeing how I see it. Nah, that was self-defense. And then y'all stab him up because y'all know he about to go home. Y'all want him in there with y'all that bad? Y'all that jealous of his freedom? It's all gang. Y'all in the gang. He was a Crip. My other nephew was Blood. That's why that's why I say, I'm triple because I rep both of them flags. I had a nephew that was Blood that died. I had a nephew that was Crip that died. So nobody say shit to me. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody say nothing to me. So I think, man, if I could focus and keep my mind focused on my nephews I got now and the ones that's in the future to come, I think that we will make a better place and a better name of Camden. Because my whole motive when I came home was to change the face and the name of Camden. This is why I even jumped into this iron worker, which is one of them. The first one that got killed, Royan, he came up there, he went to the iron workers thing with me and put an application in. He just ain't make it to the next year. Because he came to me and said, "Oh, I'm done. I don't want to be in the streets no more." And I was like, "All right, I got you. And we're gonna go into this union, and we're just gonna start helping the city and build the city now." And you know, he didn't make it to the next year. We missed the deadline. We missed the date of when you're supposed to sign up, and he didn't make it the next year. So that's what hurt me so bad, you know. And then my other nephew, like I just talked to him like 2 weeks prior, you know, and it was like we talked about God and you know how much he was putting his faith in God and you know.
Deep.
Yeah.
Deep.
I don't really want
So
to
speaking of you know what was then and what is now, what does Camden Assassins have coming for the future?
Well, Camden Assassins has come to the future 2 bright artists, very intelligent artists,
Gotcha.
and they're very ambitious. They're very focused. This is the reason why I wanted to bring them to y'all setting, because that focus ambitions is definitely inside of them, and I just want to introduce the world to them and let them know, you know, how I'm starting this movement. You know, I'm bringing a lot of rhythm, I'm bringing a lot of pain, I'm bringing a lot of truth to life. And so, you know, these are my first 2 artists. You know, it's going to be more artists to come.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like I said, it's so much talent in Camden that I want to exploit. And we're going to do it, bro. We're going to do it, and we're not playing. And I'm starting off with these 2 guys. These are my gunners. And, you know I bet all my money on them. You know what I'm saying? And I never was the type of cat that made any bets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I make a bet, you know what I'm saying? Cats know it's a bet. You know what I mean?
We're gonna bring them on in. So you said these are the 2 artists you introduced them for?
Yeah, this is Bold Entertainment. This is Cartier, Camden Assassin, number one artist in the world. This is Trey Bands.
Sir.
Bold Entertainment, Camden Assassin, another number 1 artist in the world. I got 2 number 1s. I'm probably the first ever producer, first guy ever with a label with 2 number 1 artists. They sexy, they smooth, you know what I'm saying? Cool. The girls love them, you know what I mean? They cool as a fan. You know what I'm saying?
That's how he came.
They keep me humble, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, but these guys right here is like, I'm putting all my money on these guys. And you hear it in my voice. I put every last dollar on them.
Indeed.
Every dollar I got, I put it on them.
Indeed and truly. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you, fellas.
So I got one question before we get in and ask them a question real quick. Why these 2?
That's my question.
Well, why these 2? Because these 2 been singing to me since they was babies. And, you know, I was incarcerated for a long time, and I came home and they had a barbecue for them. And these 2 guys right here, there was one more with them. But these 2 sung to me, man, and they made me cry. You know, and it just showed me how much love that they have for me. And, you know, after they sung, I just told them, like, just keep working. Keep working. Y'all got it. Just keep working. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's been a little time lapse. These dudes been working. They've been working hard. I mean, they've been working without a budget. They work with a budget. Now they got a serious machine behind them. And I want y'all to take them serious. You know, Cartier, he's very unique. You know, Trey has a voice that cannot be matched. I promise you, I put him in any booth, he will out-sing anybody. You understand what I'm saying?
Your favorite artist.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my baby. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? You know, even if we fight, it's like it take 24 hours. I ain't mad at him no more. You know what I mean? He's like, feel like I ain't even arguing with him. But you know, CJ, look, I've been raising CJ since he was a toddler. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like the understanding of the hunger I put inside of him and the direction that he know I want to sing his life. Cartier is, you know, it's just been embedded in him since he was a baby. You know, I think I let him just go and just play. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's still my job You know, it might not be his mom's job. I'm his uncle. You know, I'm both of their uncles. You know what I'm saying? It's my job to pull him by the collar and say, you headed down the wrong way. You know? Now, I'm going to pull your collar. Now, if you yank away from me, everything that happens is on you. Right? That's how I was taught. You know what I mean? I'm grabbing you by the collar and tell you, go this way. When you yank away and you go that way, it's on you. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the reason I picked these two is because the hunger in their eyes. They got a different type of hunger in their eyes. You know, I've been around a lot of young boys. You know what I'm saying? I raised a lot of young boys. You know, on the other side of life. You know what I'm saying? And I know what that hunger looks like. I know when a child comes to me and they just hungry. When they hungry for food, whether they hungry for ambition, whether they hungry for to teach them how to ball. You know, I taught a lot of kids how to ball. You know me. You know what I'm saying? But it's the hunger in their eyes that I fell in love with. I love that hunger that they have. You know, and what my job is to do is to give them something that I never had. That would have made me turn into a monster in this world.
A chance.
Right? Somebody's going a chance and going to lead them down this positive road. You know what I mean?
Real love.
You know? So that's what it is.
So, Sydney, before I ask a question.
Okay.
You sure? You alright? You alright? All right,
So
good.
I'm doing word association again.
Here you go. Word. It's like, nah. But, 2 words. But, who sings? Me. You sing?
Both of them sing.
Both of y'all sing?
He sang though.
But listen,
like, but
that nigga,
you feel me?
this cat here is
he better than Chris Brown, bro.
Yeah, he better.
I put everything.
I think so. I
Bro,
think
listen,
so
bro.
too. I think
Chris,
so too. He got a problem.
he better than
Chris
me,
gonna
bro.
want to sign you.
Listen, bro, he better than
Chris
me,
gonna
bro.
want to sign you. I'm telling you.
You
Chris,
can't be you that.
And you my fit. Listen,
yeah,
you
Chris
my-
our favorite.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah,
Bro,
he the
like-
There's no way you're gonna say that. You better than Chris Brown. He ain't gonna say it.
No, let me tell you
Listen,
something.
bro.
Let me tell you something though. Let me tell you something. Not to cut you off, not to be disrespectful or anything like that. But this kid is so gifted, he can't even imagine how gifted he is.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying? I get pissed off at how gifted he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck was you born with this gift
That's
like
the
this? You know, like same thing like Wab was born with. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just certain people. It's like I tell Cartier, you was born with that voice. You got the voice. You that's your gift. Your voice. You can sing your ass off, but you really want people to hear your voice. You know what I mean? That's your gift. Your voice and your presence is your gift. His presence is supreme. You know, I always tell him that. Like, you're perfect. You know what I'm saying? He know that. When I introduce him to people and he know that, I say this is perfect. I've never seen nothing perfect like this in my life. You know? So I'm gonna let them talk.
So with having a talent like that, right? You know, they bigging you up right now. Do you think you take it for granted?
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I could say like I should have probably definitely tapped into it earlier, because like as I was growing up, I actually had a good fan base as far as social media, Facebook, Instagram. I done reached over 300 shares on Facebook just from the city, just from around, you know what I'm saying? Just little covers of songs and stuff like that as a younger me. So I just feel like I definitely should have took that and made something from it then. You get what I'm saying? But that, as far as taking it for granted, that's what I would say about that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
definitely
only
take it
asking.
for granted though.
I feel for you. Only ask because sometimes we can be blessed with so much it seems normal to the person who
That's true. I definitely can say I don't be looking at it as how they look at it. As far I can say that, yeah, for sure.
Okay, we definitely gonna need to.
I'm real humble. I'm definitely humble.
So you sing also, Cartier?
Yeah, I harmonize a little bit.
Which one you prefer? Singing or spitting, rap?
I'm like the perfect mix of both,
Yeah,
bro.
he really
Like
in between.
lyrically, I feel as though can't nobody touch me. And when I sing, and when I'm lyrically spitting, like it's just like wow, like how the fuck this nigga got a voice like that? And but you listen what he's saying, like you feel me? That I'm one of them artists, like
Okay.
I may not have the strong chords as he do, but you gonna feel me when I'm on that track.
Okay,
Sure.
definitely put that emotion behind it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely.
That's all we got. It's all pain and real, all facts behind our music. That's the best thing.
Don't lie.
That's why we know it's gonna separate us.
Don't
That's
lie.
That's
not
one
a
thing.
lie.
It's all real music.
We
This
just
is
speaking
real
what we
facts.
either seen, lived, or
Come
did.
straight
You
from
know
the
what I'm
gut
saying?
with it.
And you can. I don't even gotta be around. You can ask anybody who know Cartier 2 times. Anybody who listen to my music, they could pull anything that I said out of my music, any random line, and fact check it, and it's a fact, bro. Don't lie, nothing.
That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely important nowadays.
So, what made you choose music? So there's other ways to express yourself. What made you choose music?
Well,
I feel like
yeah,
it
for
was me,
him,
real,
yeah.
bro. 'Cause
Yeah,
my mom and my dad sing, so you know what I'm saying. So it really, my sister and my brother, we all literally can sing. So it's like, it was something either like I was just, like you said, basically I was just gonna leave it alone, or I was gonna, you know what I'm saying, take advantage of it. But when I really realized like it was for me, when I was in 5th grade, I had did a talent show, and I didn't win, but the crowd, the way they reacted, I knew like, all right, I could really, you know what I'm saying, do something with my voice.
Crowd got you.
They was going crazy, yeah. So, and then from there, I'm like, I could probably really sing. Like, I could really probably do this.
For me, music, like as like what he said, music chose me definitely because I wasn't a singer. My mom could sing. Like my mom is known throughout the whole city of Camden for singing at people's funerals and church and all that. So my mom could sing like amazingly. But me, I was athletic. I was in the sports or in the streets. Honestly.
Same here,
You
yeah.
feel me? So it's like once I tore my rotor cuff for football, it was like I'm done with sports. Like what am I gonna do now? You feel me? And I got with my baby mom, her brother and all them. They was doing music, and I went to they had somebody pull up a recording session at their house, and I'm like, I want to do this. So the next day, I hit her brother. I'm like, yo, how you set up the Logic on the laptop and all that? So he taught me how to set it up, and I put the auto tune and everything on myself. And from that first day, bro, like I was 16 years old when I first started doing music. From that day on, it was like this is my life. I fell in love with it. Word up.
So,
Turned into a monster
Yeah,
too.
man. Told myself everything I know.
okay, before I forget, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to put your social media out there?
Oh,
So
yeah,
people can go
yeah.
check out your music or wherever your music might be, or YouTube, anything.
Mine's
Trey Bands, TraeBandZZ on Instagram, and it's actually on the same thing on SoundCloud. So we about to be on all platforms starting next month. Like we about to start dropping on. We about to really start dropping. We ain't dropped none yet, basically. As a label, we ain't dropped nothing yet.
SoundCloud.
So it's about to get real spooky. I ain't gonna lie, it's really about to get real spooky. We about to be
Cartier,
dropping these bombs.
CARDIERE _ on Instagram. CARDIERE 2 times on SoundCloud. That's where you can find all my music. We also got a video out, freestyle.
Yeah, on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. You feel me? That's doing pretty good right now.
I got another video out too as well. It's called All I Need, actually. It's under my first and last name, Trey Walker.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Before you go, that wasn't a question. I was just letting them get something out.
That's crazy.
You know, being as though that y'all both musical, who were y'all inspirations in music?
See Breezy, that's really well. I ain't even gonna lie to you, yo. At first it was Omarion.
Yeah.
Like when I first started.
You was
Omarion, he was
dancing
hot.
last
Like
night?
not even dancing. I
You
can't
don't dance,
dance.
you don't dance?
That's the crazy. Because a lot of people ain't gonna really like believe that. Cause I can sing, but like I don't got no rhythm. I gotta get it right. But like Omarion, he was my first artist, like favorite artist. And then as I got older to really like listen to the way songs is put together and stuff, it became Chris Brown because I seen that like he kept it going. He had consistency. You feel me? So that's who became my favorite artist. Like and the range of his voice, all the certain different types of way he could hold notes and stuff.
Yeah.
It became like, all right, I gotta do this. I gotta learn how to do this. You feel me?
Chris Brown definitely
So
is a good
yeah, that's
artist.
my guy right
I know
there.
a lot of people may not like this. I'm gonna go ahead and say Meek, man.
Okay.
Honestly, I gotta keep it real, bro.
I love Meek, bro.
Meek got me through some hard times in life, bro. Like,
Everybody from Philly, I love it.
Meek Mill and Chris Brown are definitely my top 2 favorite artists
Chris
of
Breezy
all
one of
time.
them.
Like, I say Meek Mill because he lost his dad, and I lost my dad too. So, a lot of the things that he's saying in his music, bro, really got me through life. Like,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real. Like, when he was talking about losing his dad and how they gave him the hunger and just how he got to protect his mom and his sister and his family and do all, you feel me? Like that made me who I am, bro, for real. Like me kinda, he played a part in definitely making this man you see in front of you today. Like, cause I definitely, he made a line out of me, bro. Listening to that man.
Hey, that's
I go crazy. I listen to some.
That's what the music can do to you, man.
Yeah, that's why we love it.
Motivated me to be
Inspired
my best artist, my best
Change
self,
the
my
whole
best
mood.
man possible.
Set the whole mood.
That's what's up.
One note.
Sydney,
Word up.
you good? Sydney.
Your turn.
Oh, man.
All right, we'll go here first. About to throw that way off. Durant or LeBron?
LeBron, easy. You ain't throwing me off at all.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Let me say this.
Kevin
LeBron easily.
Okay, good.
Kevin Durant.
Let me say
Why you
this.
say Kevin Durant?
Kevin
Kevin
Durant,
Durant
soft
is
as
the best player in the
hell.
world.
No, he is not.
Oh, crazy. Yo, cut that. Cut that right now. Cut that right now. Cut that right now. He wild. He just said.
LBJ 2-2.
Listen to
He
me.
wildin'.
Listen to
Are you
me.
serious? I ain't know this all my life.
Listen to
Oh,
me.
no.
Listen to
Listen.
me. Listen to me. LeBron is my young boy.
Okay. What that got to do with LeBron
That's
and
Wag,
KD?
young boy.
What that got to do with KD?
He ain't no. So he ain't even better than Wag.
All right, yeah. I ain't gonna say he better than Wag because Wag from the city.
No.
But LeBron, we're talking about LeBron James.
Listen,
I don't know.
Bro,
He's
LeBron in
way
high school.
bigger.
LeBron in high school versus Wag in high school. I got Wag beating Bron.
I don't know, man. He
LeBron
can't
in high
beat
school versus
LeBron.
Wag in high school,
LeBron
bro.
is different.
Come on, Wag is the.
I'm gonna let y'all basketball players hang
Nah,
out.
Wag different though. Wag different.
Wag is a way better
Wag been different.
offensive player than LeBron.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We talking about all around. We talking about all around. LeBron, come on. What are we talking about?
I know.
Okay, but scoring wise and like, all right,
he had a
I'll put it to you like
healthy
this. Okay, I'll put it to you like this.
he had a healthy
We're
career.
gonna cut all that shit short right now.
You got.
We're gonna cut all that meat. Make sure you get this 100%. If Wag would have never got sick from natural causes,
Right. Natural. He ain't get injured.
it would never be a LeBron James ever. You would never even knew what this pussy name was. If my nigga ain't never get sick, you would never
That's
know
a hard statement.
who the
to make,
fuck
though.
LeBron is.
I ain't gonna say that yet because he's been already somebody like.
And I put all my money
The
on
whole
it.
world
But I
knew who this
like
man was in high
That's
school.
like saying Scottie Pippen, but nobody knows him.
They was
He
ranked the
had a
same.
Sports Illustrated
Yeah, they was
magazine in
ranked the
high
same. They was
school.
ranked the same. Oh, what you talking about?
If LeBron,
Was they not both
would
number
never
one?
got sick,
Was they not
you
both
would never
number
knew
one?
who
He said LeBron to KD. I'ma go LeBron.
Yeah, you trying to bring Wag in the situation. We talking about KD. Like, we talking about KD. You talking about Wag. He bringing Wag up. We talking about KD, man. Kevin Durant.
KD, the best player in the world.
We talking about PZ head KD.
We got
Ain't doing nothing with LeBron
best
James.
player in the world.
Yeah, Camden, I love Camden, man. Like, it's so much family.
Yeah, it's so
like,
much family.
We all family. It might be
Be
big
careful.
here,
Be
but
careful.
it's all love.
Too much family in Camden. Be careful.
Love the city, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to
That's
be
my
nowhere else.
Love the city.
That's my time, bro.
But listen, I want to know. I want y'all to ask them what are they going to bring to the industry?
You hear that?
Question.
Hey, Lou, this ass up.
You wanna go first or you want me to answer?
Wait,
first?
I've been going first. Go ahead, go first.
Honestly, what I'm gonna bring
some
to the
power.
industry is
You like that?
honesty. I'm gonna bring honesty. I'm gonna bring integrity. I'm gonna bring humility. I'm gonna bring pain. I'm gonna bring success. I'm gonna bring my heart of a lion. Period. I'm bringing Camden with me. Camden above all. I'm bringing Camden with me. Period. Let's go.
I definitely feel like I'm gonna bring like a relentless, ambitious mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what made you keep going?
yeah, like I come from a lot. Like I know everybody got their problems, and I ain't looking for no
Nobody
sympathy.
dealt with what you dealt with.
But I was already born with my arm shorter than my other. You feel me? So that's just already the cards I was dealt. And you feel me? Being from where we from, we ain't even problem about the cards we dealt. We just gonna rock out. You feel me? So from young, I was already just ambitious. I was playing football for Whitman Park. You feel me? In Pollock, Camden. And I played basketball for Wilson in high school. I actually won a champion. Me and my middle school team won a championship at Vets my 7th grade year, and I was MVP. I had 27 points. So
You went all around, man.
yeah. So we won the first championship in 13 years. They didn't win a championship since I was born.
That team he was talking about,
That-
when they lost 6-6 wags, which is
Oh, that was Vets. See, look, I changed the narrative. I went there and we won a chip.
13 years.
We won a
he
chip.
brought y'all the chip.
And I had 27
He
in that game.
that.
Feel me? So,
Yeah.
and I gave the MVP trophy away. That's how you know I was humble at a young age. I gave it to my best friend because he was in 8th grade and that was his last game. You feel me? I'm like, bro, you take that with you. You feel me? I don't know what you gonna go through in life or whatever but just take that. Now you feel like the MVP. You feel me? I know I really won, but I want you to feel good too. That's just how I am. You feel me?
Right.
But back to your question, like I know I'm gonna bring a kid who I know that nothing could stop me. You know what I'm saying? Like my uncle said, like we just know that we really want this and we're not gonna stop without us getting it. You know what I'm saying? And I know we different, we versatile. Nobody is singing and rapping how we doing it with our style, our swag. Like we just too different. The way we compliment each other on the track is outrageous. Like it's on some race. The only comparison, and I'm not even comparing, but Ray Strummer. That's like to give you just a, you know what I'm saying, how we come. Like it's two of them, but it's really one of them. Like you feel me, two-headed snake.
If you want to go back
like,
in the day, Zap and
really how it
Roger,
is, man.
That's the only.
We on some shit, man. Like for real.
It's like Mike and Pitt, man.
Now-
Like Mike and Pitt.
Now, since y'all talking this way, and this is about our time, because we running over our time a little bit. I want to hear something. Y'all gonna bless us, or y'all just gonna end this show?
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Hold on. Matter of fact, that's what I need 3 recorders on that.
You ready to record?
Yeah,
Yo, I want to say before you do that, I want to say, shout out to, all the Camden artists that, started before us. I want to say shout out to Chameleon, shout out to Porter Rich, shout out to, I'm going to take it all the way back, Steve Knox.
CMD, man.
You know what I'm saying? Sue Law, Mikey High, my cousin. Speedy was originator. Knox, when they came out with that album back in the day, that's where my hunger came from. Like Speed Knox, like Speedy and Jay Knox. Like that's when I really started paying attention to rap, and like I just want to try to add this to that segment. Like I really look up to them. They're my big brothers and stuff. Million. Porter Rich, you got Benny, you got Denny Brown, you got Vic Starford, you got Arthur Barkley,
Yeah, Vic,
you
that's
got
my
Waz,
man.
you got,
He
you
was
got
substitute
Porter
at
Rich,
school.
you got so many cats, you got Mikey High,
So I
you
play
got
ball.
Speed Knox, you got Jay Knox, rest in peace and soul, and like this is, I'm a descendant from them. I'm not trying to be better than them, I'm under them. I don't want to get this thing confused, you know what I'm saying? Like, Chameleon was the first person to try to really get us in the industry. Like he really met Puff. So, I really respect him, you know what I'm saying? We're not the type of guys that be around each other every day, but the respect is there. But, I respect Philly, I respect GDK, the motherfucking major figure niggas. I respect Beans, I respect Freeway, I respect motherfucking Gilly, Meek. You know what I'm saying? Ab, I fuck with Ab heavy. I love the Free
Ab, man. Free that nigga Ab, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ab,
I ain't gonna lie, I love all them niggas, but Ab,
OBH
Ab,
shit.
like I love Ab, like Ab is like a big brother to me because he a fucking goon, and I was raised by goon, and I'm a goon. You know what I'm saying? But I want to take this goon shit and like Ab, the thing he's a genius. Ab is a fucking genius. Don't get it fucked up. That nigga's a fucking genius. You know what I'm saying? And, major figures, they geniuses. Meek's a fucking genius. You got so many cats. You got that nigga Leak Moss is a genius. You got fucking, what's the other boy that's with him? You got Leak and, what's my man name? What's my man name? Ab, right hand man.
Oh, Dark Love?
Dark Love. Dark's a fucking genius. You know what I'm saying? They beefing right now, but at the end of the day, like I hope they beefing for a cause instead of beefing to be beefing. You feel what I'm saying? Like beef for a cause, nigga. like y'all beefing and y'all know Ab is right there in the middle. Like beef for a cause, don't beef for just to be fucking beefing. Don't be stupid about it. You know what I'm saying? Ab's a fucking genius. You know what I mean? And you know, I love them niggas. I love Philly to the death. Like we fucking Philly heavy. Like them niggas don't grab us at all. For some reason, they won't come grab us and put us in the industry. I don't know why, but they just won't come grab us.
Because we got us.
Yeah, we got us. But at the end of the day, Camden really, you know, we really affiliated with them. Because if that water wasn't there, this would be Southwest Philly.
No, see, but the thing about it is,
and America will have a problem on their hands.
the thing about it is, it's a
Seriously.
it's a lot of Camden and Philly.
It's a lot of Camden and Philly.
Nah,
Yeah.
they West Camden, nigga.
Yeah, you right. You right. They will be West Camden. They will be West Camden. You know what I'm saying? They playing now. You know what I'm saying? We the murder. Listen, let me tell you one thing right now. We the murder capital. And I want that motherfucker to echo. I want y'all to play this back. Play this back again. Put this at the end of the thing. We the murder capital. And we can't be stopped.
Back to back.
And we're not going to be stopped. And let me tell you something. The industry has a problem on their hands. And I want that to echo. I want that to be the last statement that y'all put, and I want it to echo. The industry has a problem on their hands because Camden won it. Period.
You ready to get to these bars?
Let's go. On that note, let's go.
Niggas say they got your back and try to stab you in it. I swear I really kill for you if you riding with me. Thought you was my bro, steady lying to me. Baby, they don't made it home, so the vibe different. I lost it all, got it back, and on my grind different. Diamonds on me bust down, so they shine different. I lost it all, got it back, and on my grind different. Diamonds on me bust down, so they shine different. I'm tired of hearing about dead homies and funerals. Niggas beefing over bitches, that's unusual. Keep the money in my circle like a hula hoop. All my shooters got a ladder like a roofer do. Cause in my city we be known as the bad guys. Gotta get it every day to get the cash right. Mama told me about sin and living this fast life. Every day I was trapping to get the cash right. I was deep inside the trenches cause I ain't having tuition. Rest in peace my dog, I love you my nigga. I come from the mud, trans babies. I come from a city with no love. It made me a demon. Trying to catch an op on the block, yeah I'm scheming. So if you my bro, just let me know. Cause in these streets it could be so cold. I remember nights a nigga was all alone. Excuse me, out of breath.
Indeed. Nice.
I knew I was different, my mama told me as a youngin'. They looked at me different cause one arm shorter than the other until I proved myself. Now everybody wanna know me. Had to flip a 248 like I'm Kobe. Had to get my racks up. Tell them niggas back up. They ain't with us, they against us, we Camden assassins. Hold up, what'd he say? I got killers all around me, they always be active. So please don't play with me. Had them killers squeeze, put you on a tee. Damn, hold up. You feel me? He said, and if the movement so you know we coming deep. Word up.
True indeed.
Word up.
We want to thank y'all for blessing us.
Camden Assassins, man.
That's right.
Camden Assassins, man.
We want to thank y'all for coming, man. It's been very, we appreciate it.
We in this bitch for
For
real.
letting y'all bless us with y'all talents, letting us know what's going on, letting us know where we can find everything. And everybody just stay tuned, because they have a lot coming up.
Hey, May 1st, for anybody watching this, May 1st, Camden Assassins, we having a barbecue, video shoot, live performance at the Camden Hyde
Shit
Park
gonna be lit,
from
man.
3 to
I was not
9.
gonna
We're
miss
gonna
this
have
shit.
food, we're gonna have music, we're gonna have family, we're gonna
Best
have fun,
cookout
come out, have a
ever.
good time.
Focus Ambition gonna be
Focus
there.
Ambition gonna be there. Come out, have a good time.
Push Boy
Be a
Podcast.
part of the
Sure.
Yo, let me tell you something too.
That
We
shit
gonna be
gonna
back.
be lit.
We gonna be back. It's the first one. Cause Push Boy gonna be our base. It's our base now. So we gonna come talk to y'all again.
Indeed.
Definitely.
So like we always do, we push until success happens.
Always bet on yourself.
Big facts. Yeah,